This is Paul from Electric Scooter Guide. We're here at Micromobility America 2022, and I'm with Christian from ICA and the Model T. Tell us about the Model T.
So the Model T is the only scooter built outside of China. So we make it in Europe. As you can see, it looks gorgeous. You know, it folds. It's really built to take you from A to B in a very, convenient and pleasure way. And it's the cool thing about it as well that many others don't have, I think, which is unique, is that it actually has a removable battery. So you can pull the battery out and take it upstairs and charge it, conveniently. You can also charge your phone from USB-C here, so it kind of works like a power bank.
Yeah.
So these are the things that are different, and of course the scooter itself is chargeable through a USB-C as well.
That's amazing. In fact, yeah, that's one of the things about it is being USB-C chargeable. It makes it so that you can kind of charge it with almost any charger.
Yeah, with your laptop charger.
Yeah,
so
that's
not
amazing.
with your mobile phone charger, but that's
Yeah.
5 volts. But with everything that you charge your laptop with, which is 18, 20 volts,
Yeah.
you can charge it. Yeah. So the goal is to give you this convenience of wherever you are, you can always plug it in.
So if I'm at work and I need a charge and I discover, I forgot to bring my charger, you just plug it in.
Even if you run in trouble, you can probably go to a Starbucks and hijack somebody's charger.
That's funny. Oh, that's awesome.
We have a funny clip coming out of that.
And I love the single-sided wheels.
It's been designed by a guy called Christian Zanzotti. He's an Italian guy based in Munich. A genius in design in my mind. Has done really cool stuff. So yeah, it's Italian design, you can say.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really unique features the way this comes up in this space here. Is there a locking mechanism here or anything that's functional about that particular spot?
So this is where you actually plug it in through USB-C. So that's going to be kind of a hub for connecting it. Here you actually have a speaker. I think this hasn't been seen on the screen before.
Yeah.
So we have a speaker function here as well. You can actually listen to music from our mobile phone if you want to, but it mainly will be just to give you some, feedback while you're riding. And if somebody wants to steal it, we can push an alarm here. And what is unique is that it's fully IoT connected. So it's, you can lock it and unlock it from your mobile phone, but you always see where it is as well. Most importantly, somebody nicks it, they can never turn it on. So it has zero after sale value.
And it's got kind of a unique display here. You got the.
So the idea here is that the bottom one shows you your charge, and then when you're accelerating or deaccelerating, it's the same kind of a type of a gauge that on cars have, the odometers or the. It climbs up and down to show you your speed. So people asked us for a display. We don't really think people need to know whether it's 22.5 or 22.6, but so we made something in between, clean looking, but still gives you this understanding what's the speed you're going. And then we have this mobile phone mount here.
I was going to ask if that was a mount. That's awesome.
That's the new SB Connect. It's actually not launched yet, so it's coming out very, very soon. So you can have it or you don't have to have it, so you can remove it as well. Then we'll just have a logo in the middle. But yeah, you can mount your phone on top of it as well.
That's great. I love that you have both and that it's so clean when it's out of the way. You don't have a mount hanging off somewhere.
That was the goal, yeah. I mean, the downside is that you need a special case for it, right? So it's not something that you're gonna, hold it onto it.
Right.
But I think it's a very neat version of doing it.
How big are the tires?
10 inch, or actually 10.5 inch.
Okay,
yeah.
and then
but they're pneumatic.
Very wide. Yeah.
Yes, they're wide. They're pneumatic. So the vehicle doesn't have suspension per se, but everybody who has ridden it, they've asked me, what do you have done with the suspension? It feels so comfortable. So we really built it to be, comfortable to ride mainly through the tires or from the tires.
And one thing we were talking about earlier, one of the things that excites me as somebody who works on scooters a lot is the idea of a tire that mounts from one side. Means you could potentially change the tires without taking the wheels off the scooter, which has the advantage of, one, you don't take the wheel off the scooter, you don't have to worry about damaging the power cable going to the motor or anything, but also the scooter's holding onto the wheel for you while you're taking the tire off. And so it remains to be seen. I'm not promising that you could do that on the ICA T, but ICA Model T, but it sure looks like it would be an easy scooter to change tires on if somebody needed to do that.
That's actually a great insight. To be honest, we didn't think about it. So it's fantastic you bring it out. We're going to test it very soon.
And one view I'd love to get of the scooter is really striking from on top here. here, looking down at the back. I really didn't see this in the earlier video. It's just this gorgeous taillight, and then the way the frame comes back to the rear wheel. It's just it just looks like nothing else when you look at it from on top. So is the Ica T, is it available right now?
Yeah, so we've been at pre-orders in Europe for a couple of months now, and just actually today we're launching pre-orders in US as well. So if you go rideica.com, you can also pre-order it for US. We're going to start shipping in Europe in end of November, so we're still in schedule. And in US, hopefully Q1, maybe beginning of Q2. So that's the goal at the moment. So
fantastic. So if you're taking pre-orders, it means you have a price too.
So it's going to start from $999, and there's going to be two different models. One is more basic model, and one has all the bells and whistles. All bells and whistles going to be $1399.
Great. And how big is the battery on the bigger one?
675, I think. I might be mistaken with a few white hours.
So that's in the sort of Ninebot Max ballpark.
Yes,
so that's an exciting spot.
The goal is to have, the goal was to build a vehicle that really takes you from A to B. And if sometimes you need to fold it, you can of course fold it as well. But it's not really, I wouldn't call it the last mile vehicle. It's the vehicle.
Oh yeah.
So the goal is that
all
it really,
the miles.
Exactly. The goal is that it really takes you from home to work and from work to home and to the pub or to your friends and back home.
Or to the skate park.
Ica is the ride of your life. Its durably built puncture-resistant tires can handle even the most radical rides. Forget the old Nokia phone. Exactly, that's true as well. Or to the
probably not swimming.
Or to the yacht club.
Yeah, that was so good.
We have more coming. We have more coming.
Awesome. We'll look forward to it. Love that video.
Thank you so much.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna go for a ride now.